demolish this golf ball. Oh, I killed that ball. Hey everybody, thanks for watching. In the course of doing this channel, I've gotten a lot of different tips and also tools for building up your speed. And the thing that I found that works the best, that has been really a big focus for a lot of professional golfers over the last 5 years, has been speed training. So you see people swinging, instead of just like working out in the gym or then like going to the range, actually swinging very, very fast in like training pods almost to really build up your speed. So you got over speed training, under speed training. That means when you're swinging faster, a little bit faster than you would normally swing your driver, and then a little bit slower under more resistance than you would normally swing your driver. Those two things, kind of attacking it from both ways, can build up a lot of speed. So these are some of the tools that I have for building speed. And today this video is going to be about, we saw in Kansas, I built up my speed incredibly there, and a lot of people were asking, okay, but has your speed increased in general? Has the results been sticky? And the answer is yes, they are sticky, but they will go away if you don't train it. So this is me back in California, and I'm going to be doing a speed training session here because I want to keep the gains up and keep them going beyond just learning them in my brain, but actually starting to change my body a little bit to be a little bit faster. A little bit faster every time you train, and then, you know, after a while, that's like, hey, all of a sudden you're 5 miles an hour faster. That's what Phil Mickelson said. So let's go over, these are all the different tools I have here that we're going to be working with today. This might be a very long video, so just you can kind of stick with it or go to the part that you want, but this is really what I would do and I'm going to do to continue building my speed. So just going through everything, these are the different tools I'm using. So this is the multi-stick bar. It's called a Tsunami bar. So you can see this thing has 2 weights on it, and I'm going to be using that quite a bit. This kind of bounding and rebounding kind of makes your muscles fire in a very different way than like just straight lifting weights at the gym. This is called a speed ball, and then it's got the long drive tail on it. This is a tour tempo thing. So you hit this like that, and you try to make it stick, and you just hit this thing really hard. You know, you think about whatever technique you want and you just hit it really hard. Separately, this is the Golf Stick Pro, something I really like. It's got a weighted end here, so that's about 10% heavy on this side, and then on this side, when you flip it this way, it's about 10% light. And just doing a lot of swings with this both ways, and then different drills with it. We do feet together, you do step and swing, and then you do regular swings. And then also you do baseball swing, kind of flat. A lot of swings on both sides, kind of like I said, attacks it from the overspeed and underspeed training direction. And it's all in one. This can go right in your golf bag. It's very easy. It's one of my favorite tools. Now this tool is more for a lot of the reason people swing slow or they swing out of rhythm or without consistency is because they take a slow backswing and then they try to take a fast downswing. So really it should be 3 parts backswing to 1 part downswing, not like 8 parts backswing to 1 part downswing, you know? So because of, I think it has something to do, I don't know that much about it, but this thing called alpha torque and other stuff, where in transition you can put some torque into the shaft and then transfer that right to the head. It has been shown that the faster your backswing is, the faster your downswing can be. And I think this is like the richest area for people to mine to get more golf speed gains into their swing. So, and certainly it has been for me. The thing that I noticed when I was swinging the club, when I was getting 172 miles an hour ball speed like I did in Kansas versus the swings when I first got there, the backswing was much faster and it was also much more loaded. There's a great clip where Henrik Stenson is talking about in the golf swing, you want to move the muscles So that's moving the muscles and not just move the skeleton. And I think what Henrik means there is that a lot of people just kind of go and they kind of put their bones into a certain position, but there's no pressure, there's no muscle behind it. So this is my favorite backswing training aid. It's called the lag popper. So you take this slider and you put it here, and instead of like a normal backswing, you might be like that. You are really trying to aggressively pop this thing at the top, where you're going. See that? And that is really aggressive. And that is more what the backswing that you see a lot of guys on the long drive tour, a lot of the really long hitters on the PGA Tour. And notice when I do this, my level doesn't come up and it's not kind of across and weird. It's just real direct. We'll get back to this because this is a big part of my training. Then when you flip between this and then hitting something, it's really good. So, and then I got my regular driver because all this stuff you have to flip flop it with an actual golf swing with your driver. So an ideal scenario is you would be here and you would have measurement devices for everything that you're doing. Like you'd have a little swing speed radar here, and then over here you'd have a foresight or some kind of like TrackMan or ball tracking device where you can swing it and then you can swing again right away and see like, okay, beyond feel, what is actually real in making my swing a lot faster. So I'm just trying to carry that lag popper feeling over to my driver here. Cool, so let's get into the training. So the first thing that I'm gonna do, and I'm just wearing baseball gloves just because doing all this will kind of wear out your hands. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is the Tsunami bar. So this is the extra stiff one. Multi-stick Magnum bar here. So, and then it has weights on either side. So just follow along as I'm going to do a series of a couple things here. So go straight back and forth. And you only want to go like as hard as you can for like 8 seconds. And you're going to do it 3 times. Now this is very tough right here. You go side to side. I should put a stripe in this thing right where the middle is because you always have to grab it in the middle. Okay, now we're going side to side. And you're gassed at the end of doing like just 8 seconds. That's good because golf swing only lasts like 7 seconds. So if you're going, sorry, a golf swing only lasts 1 1/4 seconds. So if you're going, 10, 20, 150 seconds, that's getting into endurance. It's not getting into burst. I'm off balance. Ooh. Okay. So then the next thing you do, because you want to really train on getting your force, people think about with the golf swing a lot of times too down or too to the ball. All the force we want to go more this way towards the target. So through the ball and towards the target. This is a great sequence and training drill for that. So here we go. Skip and just about 5 of these both ways. 3, 2, 3. Really try to make those ends touch each other. And you got to really brace your core when you're about to do this, or else it'll kind of collapse and you'll feel it. It doesn't feel good. Whew, all right, this is something I really like to do. You put both weights, this is very tough though. Put both weights on one side so it's off balance, and you can see that's really wiggling there. Sure they're both on. Okay, so then you're gonna take it here, through there, and pop it up there. Same thing other way. All right, this is really good here. Now you got the same thing here, but we're gonna go this way. So finishing your swing. All right, same thing with the skip, only now we have double weights on there. And a little more angle. All right, so that's like a full session or a full little pod of the Tsunami bar. So that'd be one. And then you take a break until you're fully recovered, and then you do another. And so you do 3 total, which I'll do today. Probably not on video though. All right, going through the tools here. So the next thing I want to do is the Golf Stick Pro. So this is the light side, this is the heavy side. I always want to feel like I'm getting faster and faster and faster, so I'm going to use the heavy side first. And just like with the Tsunami bar, we don't want to train endurance, we want to train burst speed right away. So you're only going to swing 5 at a time. 5 swings at a time. Anything past that, you start to gas, and you could actually develop some swing flaws and things because you're swinging tired, just making compensations. All right, so this is on the heavy end, and I'm going to start out with baseball swings. You see, before the match, you know, Tiger versus Phil in Las Vegas for, I forget how much that was for. Was it $1 million? Anyway, so Phil was swinging the super speed sticks, which is maybe a little different, but it's like this. And he was swinging them baseball style. And he does that a lot, because it also helps you with your playing a little bit. So let's get into it. And for this, I use an interlocking grip, but when I'm doing speed swings, I use a 10-finger grip, because I've noticed that I release it so hard on this side, it can kind of screw up my right pinky. And when you're swinging with the heavy end with this Golf Stick Pro, I would say 80%, like, but when you're swinging with the light end, I'd say 100. Same thing on the side. That's good. Now you're gonna do the same thing on the light side. So you got a much lighter end, probably about 15% lighter on this end. And now your effort level can go to 100% on this end rather than 80. Just like this. Same thing on the other side. See, I got to keep that tempo up on the backswing. One of the things that they've done some scientific studies on, and a lot of tour pros are doing this now, is that swinging balance, swinging lefty and righty, isn't just good for your body balance and keeping your back from getting injured, or your neck or your hips. It also makes you faster. The faster you can swing lefty, the faster you'll be able to go righty. Okay, so now we're gonna go into like kind of a Patrick Harrington thing here, where we're gonna go together and swing, just like that, okay? So you start with your feet together, you make a backswing, and as you're making your backswing, you step this way. I really like this one because, especially when people are trying to swing hard, you can see people trying to recruit energy by going here, and they're just twist straight from the top. And you can hit it long and like left out of bounds doing it that way. Or if the face is square to the target, long and a crazy slice to the right. So you'll have pulls and slices. So what I like about this is that you're back here, and then when you're making that stride, see, you're not gonna open until you land, really. Just naturally the way you'll do it. So it's actually really, it's good for your golf swing as well as your speed training. All right, let's do this. All right, 5 this way, the Patrick way. Oh, I'm on the light side. Let's start on the heavy side. So not too hard, like 75, 80%. Really trying to get some good range of motion from the weight of it. I actually like having that pad there because then I can use it to swing left of it or right of it. Okay, now I'm on the light side and I'm on the stronger side of my body, so this should be incredibly fast. You're gonna have some good tempo on the way back too. Don't get too slow on the way back. You know you're doing it right if you hear a little bit of a whoosh on the backswing. Okay. Same thing on the other side. Now we're on the heavy side, going lefty. Keep the speed up on the backswing. Use the trail arm mainly to power it. All right, that's 5. Now we're gonna go 5 on the lighter side. And then we have one more exercise to do with the Golf Stick Pro after that. Ooh, that feels fast. Finish your swing. That's better. All right, good. Final thing for the Golf Stick Pro, as I think you can imagine what it'll be. Yeah, so still rolling here, is going to be actual golf swings. Things that look like actual golf swings. No flat baseball, no weird step. This is just golf swings extremely fast. So this is where you're making your gains. And you should really get back to, you're not going to get back to 100% recovery, but you should get back to 80, 90% recovery before you go. In the interest of getting this video done at some time today, I'm not going to be going quite that fast in between my sets. Yeah, I'm good. All right, so got the heavy end here. Golf swings. And this time I'm going to start lefty, because I always want to feel like I'm getting faster and faster everything I do. 10-finger grip. Always have a target. When you're doing things that look like golf swing, always have some kind of a reference point or a target. Just total air swings, that's a no-no. Don't do that. Just have some kind of target. If you hit this, that's fine too, but you just need some kind of target. I don't like total air swing, dry swings. Okay. Heavy side lefty, about 80%. All right, that's 5 lefty on the heavy side. Here's 5 righty on the heavy side. No, we're not going to do that. Now we're going to do 5 lefty on the light side. Oh, that feels faster. Four. 5. Ooh. And ideally, you'd have that little swing speed radar thing that I should have brought to always be giving you reference and feedback about what is real. Because sometimes, a lot of times actually, the things that feel fast are actually slower. More effort does not always mean more speed. Usually your best shots, your fastest shots, your longest shots feel effortless, right? All right, so now we're on the heavy side, golf swing. 10-finger grip. Good tempo on the backswing. That felt good. Stay contained. 2, 3, 4, 5. Whew. All right, now this is my absolute max fastest. Now, is there going to be righty, which is my strong side, and I'm going to be on the light side. So if my driver is usually 112, I should be swinging these about 120, 125, something like that. The tip of this. The other thing I'd like to say too is when I was doing this stuff a lot before with a different device years ago, I stopped doing it because I was getting like tooth pain because I was gritting my teeth so hard. So I bought a mouth guard, and I was using that when I did this, but really it's probably best just to keep your mouth open. I really grit my teeth really hard. It was starting to really bother my back teeth. All right, 5, hard. That's good. React to it though. That's good. Come on, get through it. 4. Here comes 4. That was good. Those felt fast. And a big part of this is just feeling fast. You know, to get faster, you got to feel faster. and vice versa, right? Okay. Now we got the regular driver here. I'm not going to take a lot of fast swings here, but I want you, when you guys are doing this, to always go back to your regular driver and keep reminding yourself of the feel of a regular driver. Because this stuff is not weighted like a regular driver. And you need it, and if you want it to be able to translate, you gotta always be going back to feel what a driver feels like. I'll give one a little bit of a hit here. That was good. Okay, let me grab that tee. All right, I'm building up a little bit of a sweat here, which is great. All right, so the next thing I'm gonna do is gonna be a combo. Like I said, I'm trying to, transference is the key. And I can tell when my backswing is faster, my downswing is faster. So I'm gonna blend in some sequence training with some backswing and sequence training with the lag popper, blend it in with the speedball. Flip-flops, okay? And this is more motor control stuff blended with speed. So, I mean, maybe I should be doing this as much lefty, but I don't do this one as much lefty. So, just to start, this is lefty. So that's also the thing you do with this thing too, is you pop it to the top, you land it, and then snap it through. Because the main thing is pop it to the top, arms, land it, snap it through with everything. Body, arms, everything. One more of those. Top, land it, snap it through. One more. Top, land it, snap it through. Okay, let's do that. Righty. Top, land it, snap it through. Fast. Get aggressive. Get angry. Just top, land it, snap it through. Okay. Two more. Top, land it, snap it through. And when I'm snapping it through, if you guys saw those force plate videos I did with Dr. Scott Lynn, and people have been asking about my sequence if I'm still going arms first. Basically, this is exactly the golf sequence that I'm trying to do. All done with the lag popper, one of the reasons I like it. I'm trying to have a fast, loaded backswing. Then, when you hear me say land it, that's pressure and arms. So I'm not twisting at all. It's arms and pressure left. Once I've built up that pressure left and my arms are about here, then the arms are working in conjunction with a shear moment right there where I'm really torquing it out to the ball, which you'll be able to, if you're looking for it, you'll be able to see here. Here we go. Here. And that's a lot of speed. It feels good too. Good. Now we're gonna go straight from that right to the speedball. So what I like to do now, when John does it, John from Tour Tempo, you can get all this stuff at tourtempospeed.com, except for the Golf Stick Pro, which is really crucial. Email me about that. If you're watching this video, I can get you that. It's usually $120 and get you that for, I think $104 or $104.99, something like that. And so when John uses this thing, he puts it directly where the ball is. If you guys go to bebettergolf.net/premium, you'll see this thing about beyond grade impact. And because of some of the research I've done with that, I'm not aiming at this pad. I'm going to aim where he has the little guy there. So I'm going to go through that and then hit the pad. That was really good. I just got the T between the Velcro loops and the Velcro hooks. But that's not usually how I do this, but I wanted to demonstrate where my aiming point is. So my aiming point is the pad, but on the way to the pad, it's got to go, like the ball would be where he has this little avatar guy. All right, I'm gonna do 5 of those, hard though. Oh, that was hard. That was good. And ideally, just like I said, you need feedback with this stuff, so you got to get the super speed radar thing. There's a link for that as well in the description that says like Amazon store or whatever. There's a link for that and a link for that. Rubber band. All right, that's 2. I got 3. Here I got more of a golf grip. Threw the ball into the pad. Fast. Loaded. Oh, that was loaded. That was a really good backswing. All right, 2 more. Okay, come on. My sequence was a little off on that one. The backswing was really good, but then the transition was twisting open rather than stepping, like kind of a crow hop. What I mean by that is that last one, I'll show you in a second when I get this thing set up. There we go. What I mean is that last one, I made a good transition, but then, no, I'm sorry, I made a good backswing, but then I did this rather than step and this. So it's this rather than the whole body and torso rotating. I don't want that. I want pressure left, lateral, then arms out to the ball, and in conjunction with that, springing sheer away this way. I'm going to try 2 more. Oh, that was good. That one I swung just like the lag popper. The more I can swing like the lag popper, the better. All right, final swing of the video. Actually, no, not final swing of the video. We're gonna do some more. So we gotta relate it to the driver, right? Final training swing of the video. So just like the lag popper, we're gonna go back aggressively, arms and my weight and my pressure going this way, and then sheer and right arm through. Sounds like a lot, but it's not. It's just want this and that. Like this. That was great. It's really good. Okay. All right, the final thing you're gonna do, if you're following along with this, or if you're, I mean, I would follow, that's what I do all the time. I just play videos on my phone, especially if you have the wireless headphones. Make sure I'm still recording here because I've been swinging fast. Yeah, I am. The final thing I'm gonna do, just to relate this to a golf swing, is take off my trail glove, and here I have some foam golf balls. And this is really a great way to improve your swing, is to hit surrogate golf balls. Don't go to the park and use the green ones. I don't know why they made green ones. It's not smart. Use the yellow ones, or even the orange. Okay. So, because it's all about transference. There are a lot of baseball players that can hit a baseball 400 feet, but can't put any of that effort into the golf club because they don't have the transference. But once they do, look out. That's that guy that was that won the match play. Josh McCollum. He's a former Division I baseball player, and now he hits it 350 yards most times. Okay, so we're gonna go here, and I'm gonna do the things that I did. I'm gonna try to get that into my swing. So it's gonna be there, there, there. Okay, all in one shot though. So we go there, there, there. 1, 2, 3. That's what we want. And you really, it's a trick. Like I always say, it is a trick. You got to trick your brain into making a golf swing like you're doing something totally different. If you start thinking, oh, what is my golf swing? You'll just revert back to what you always do. You got to change it up. You got to trick yourself into making a different move here. So load it aggressively. Boom. Transfer and scissor it. So by scissoring, I mean, once I get here, my foot pressure is going this way. My foot pressure is going this way, which is pushing my body back this way, as my arm pressure is going straight to the ball. So I call it like scissoring. Like, whoosh. Here, here. And I'm gonna just try to obliterate this yellow ball. Yeah, there you go. So that went 45 or 50 yards, but it was fun. I'm gonna do that one more time. This time, this is with one of these little plastic balls that you can get at Kmart or anywhere, Amazon. But this time, I like to use the foam ones because you don't break them. This one, these will break. I'm actually gonna try to break this ball. Okay, so I'm going here, here, here. Sorry. Load it aggressively, transfer it to the left, and then boom, just scissor it and demolish this golf ball. Oh, I killed that ball. I killed it. It went 35 yards, but I could still tell. Like I could still tell that that was fast, and that's more what I want. Am I going to swing that way, that crazy on the course? No. But if you raise your maximum, then your average also comes up. So my goal is to have my average be at 170 and my absolute maximum be at 175, 178, something like that. Okay, I'm gonna go through this entire station again 2 more times. This entire thing, if I wasn't talking, would probably take me 40 minutes, 45 minutes. This is meant for somebody that is in pretty good golf swing shape, which is different than being just in pretty good shape in general. Because the specific muscles that you're using for the golf swing, there's a difference between golf swing shape and just like, you know, run a marathon shape or, you know, anything else. So this is for somebody that is used to taking a lot of swings and their body can handle it. Just add in the little pieces. Like I said, this speed training stuff really does work, but it only works if you train it. It's not magic. You will get some residual things from changing your motor program with like the lag popper and stuff like that, but you're training not only your motor program, but you're actually making physical changes to your body, increasing more of the fast twitch fibers and things like that. So then this will eventually get you a lot faster. And I mean, the game is so much more fun and also so much simpler and easier if you're just bombing it. Just stand over the ball and just bomb it down the middle and then wedge it on. That's the future of the game, and it's also like it's the most fun way to play golf. Even if you're a guy that only hits it 250, if you're used to hitting it 210, and then 250 is going to feel like you're getting up there and you're being aggressive and you're bombing it. You know, and then for somebody else that usually hits a 280, if you hit a 310, you're going to feel like you're bombing it. That's what Phil was talking about in that Instagram post when he said he also found out that mentally it's very important for him to be playing golf on the course and feel like he's being aggressive and he's bombing it around the course. When he had just, I think at the US Open that one year, the 2-3 woods, it put him in like a passive state of mind. You want to really just like take over, you know, take control of the golf course. Be the decider of what's going to happen. Don't let these things happen to you. You go out there and you play the game that you want to play. All right, thanks for watching, everybody. Click the subscribe button. I really appreciate you watching this long of a video, but a lot of people had asked about the speed training and what I was doing to keep it up and whether or not it was sticky. It is, but you got to keep it going. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you later. Bye.